So today we're going to be starting a new chapter. So there's no online work today. All the work is going to be book work. So we're going to read a story because we start a lot of chapters this way. So our story is all about animals and it's written by John Hudson. So what do we have here? Let's see. It looks like penguins. I think this might be an emperor penguin and a penguin chick. So a mom and a baby chick, right? Let's go to the next page. And if you're wondering where I'm at, you're in your math book now. You're going to be using your pages in your math book. So this page says, the giraffe is the tallest land animal in the world. Adult giraffes are 13 to 17 feet tall. That's almost as tall as a telephone pole. Newborn giraffes are about 6 feet tall, so that's as tall as a tall guy. A group of 5 giraffes drinks water at a watering hole. A group of 5 giraffes eats leaves from trees. How many giraffes are there in all? So let's make a number sentence. What number sentence could we write for how many giraffes there are in all? So we know that there are 5 giraffes drinking water at the watering hole, and we know there are 5 giraffes eating leaves from trees. So how many giraffes do we have in all? Well, 5 plus 5 is a doubles fact, so that tells me that we have 10 giraffes in all. So we're going to write 10 on our bottom of our page. So down here, science, it says, how do giraffes care for their young? Well, I imagine like any other animal, they care for their young by keeping them safe and helping them learn how to eat and how to care for themselves. Let's continue. So on this page, oh my gosh, look at this. We have an ostrich and her chicks. We have an ostrich and her chicks. So it says the ostrich is the largest bird in the world. Ostriches cannot fly, but they can run fast. Ostrich eggs weigh about 3 pounds each. Several ostriches will lay eggs in a shared nest. There are 6 eggs in a nest. Then 5 more eggs are put in that nest. How many eggs are in the nest now? So let's see, what number sentence could we make for the number of eggs in that nest, the total number of eggs? Well, let's see, there's 6 eggs in the nest to start, and then 5 more eggs are laid in the nest. So the answer, the sum, will tell me how many eggs are in the nest now. So we have 6 plus 5. So that's a doubles plus 1, right? Because this could be 5. So 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 1 more means there are 11 eggs in the nest now. So this says, how do ostriches care for their young? Well, probably similar to the giraffe, right? A little bit different. They've got to learn how to run fast and do all the things that adult ostriches do, don't they? And they're a lot smaller than giraffes. Ooh, look at these guys. Look, it's a kangaroo and her Joey, her baby. And she's out of the pouch, it looks like. So it says kangaroos can move quickly by jumping with their 2 back legs. When they are moving slowly, they use all 4 legs. Western gray kangaroos live in groups called mobs. There are 8 kangaroos in a mob. 4 more kangaroos join the mob. How many kangaroos are in the mob in all? So what number sentence can you write to find the total number of kangaroos in the mob? So we know that there are 8 kangaroos in the mob to start, and then 4 more, right, more, add, kangaroos join the mob. So how many kangaroos are there in all? So we have 8, and then we're going to count up 4. Right, so I'm going to write 8 because we say 8, right? 8, and then we count 9, 10, 11, 12. So our 4th number is 12. So 8 plus 4 equals 12. So there's 12 kangaroos in the mob now. So this is the same question, how do kangaroos care for their young? Well, we know that kangaroos have pouches, right? They're a marsupial, so the baby kangaroos stay inside the pouch for safety until they get to a certain size. I don't know what size that is, so don't ask me. Look at these guys. You've probably never seen these before. These are wild boars. They're kind of like a pig. So there's a wild boar and her babies. And look at this cool camouflage that they have when they're babies to help them hide from predators. So it says wild boars like to eat roots. They use their tough snouts to dig. Wild boars can be up to 6 feet long. Wild boars live in groups called sounders. There is 1 sounder of 14 boars. If 7 of the boars are eating, how many boars are not eating? So this problem's a little bit different, isn't it? Right? So how would we find the number of boars that are not eating, right? So there's a sounder of 14 boars. And we know that 7 of the boars are eating. Okay? So we know that there's, I'm going to grab this number and move it. We know that there's 14 boars in the sounder. So there's a total of 14, right? And we know that 7 are eating. And we need to figure out how many are not eating. So 7 plus a number equals 14. So I got to think, right? I know that 7 plus 7 equals 14, right? The doubles fact. So that means if 7 of the boars are eating, that means 7 of the boars are not eating. So we're going to say that 7 boars are not eating. And so how do wild boars care for their young? Well, wild boars are different. They care for their young. Wild boars are really aggressive. They have tusks on the end of their snouts, and so they'll chase away predators. So they would chase away predators, and they could help care for their young by teaching them how to find the food that they look for, the roots, right? Oh, here we go. We have a moose and her calf. Moose are the largest kind of deer. Male moose have antlers that may be 5 to 6 feet wide. Moose can trot and gallop. They are also good swimmers. A ranger saw 7 moose in the morning and 6 moose in the afternoon. How many moose did the ranger see that day? So let's see. What additional strategy could we use? We could say that he saw 7 in the morning and he saw 7 in the evening. And so the sum is going to tell us how many moose he saw that day. So 7 plus 6 is a doubles plus 1, right? So 6 plus 6 is 12, plus 1 more is going to be 13. So he saw 13 moose that day. Wow, that's a lot of moose to see in one day. I've only seen 1 in one day. So it says, write about the story. Choose one kind of animal, draw a picture, and write your own story about that kind of animal. Use addition in your story. So let's see. You're going to pick one of these animals, okay, an animal from the story. These are already here so that it would be helpful. You're going to draw a picture, okay, and then you're going to write your own story about that kind of animal. So your story could be, you know, I saw X amount of giraffe in the morning and I saw X amount of giraffe in the afternoon. How many giraffe did I see in all, right? So you want to make sure you end your story with how many in all, okay? And then you're going to make sure you attach this page to your assignment today. So you're going to be having, I think, 4 attachments today, and this is one of them. Let's go to the next page. All right, so this one, how many eggs are there? Draw more ostrich eggs in each nest. Write an addition sentence below each nest to show how many eggs are in the nest now. So you can't copy mine. You can't copy mine. You have to do your own. I'm choosing 1. I'm going to add 1 egg to each nest. You got to pick different numbers besides 1. So here's an example. Mine's going to be there's 3 in the nest, and then the ostrich lays 1 more, so there's 3 plus 1, so now it equals 4. And then this one, my ostrich has 2 eggs and then lays 1 more in the nest. And so now there's 3 eggs in the nest. But you got to pick your own. You got to do your own. You can't pick mine, okay? Now, the start of our chapter. So this chapter, chapter 3, is called Basic Facts and Relationships. So something about second graders, you guys have to know all of your facts. You got to know all of your addition facts, and you have to know all your subtraction facts. That's important for you to know. Okay, so you want to make sure you practice those every day. Get some flashcards. You get flashcards from the dollar store. Practice your addition facts, okay, and subtraction facts. So this guy, this is called a parrotfish, okay? Parrotfish are pretty cool. Parrotfish, they have special teeth in their mouth. These are their teeth. They have special grinding teeth in their mouth and their throats, and they use these teeth to get food hidden inside chunks of coral they take from the reef. So what they can do is they can actually crush the coral, which is rock, if you know what coral is, and they can crush it to get the little invertebrates inside of there and eat them. And then something else cool you may not know, that a school of fish, right, is a group of fish, right? A group of fish is called a school. So let's see what this says here. Let's see. Let's make it bigger, so it'll be easier for you guys to read at home. So it says parrotfish live near coral reefs in tropical ocean waters. They use their sharp teeth to scrape food off the coral. Suppose 10 parrotfish are eating at a coral reef. 3 of the fish swim away. How many fish are still eating? So we have 10 fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 3 swim away. So I'm going to cross out 3. 1, 2, 3. How many fish are still eating? Well, that's 7. We have 7 fish that are still eating, aren't they? Show what you know. So you did one of these pages last time around at the start. You've done one at the start of every chapter, actually. So this is our third one. I'm going to tell you what to do. Pause after each section when I give the directions. Do that section. No help. You can't have any help from an adult because you're going to turn this in. I want to see how you did. After each section, pause and do it, and then unpause, and I'll tell you what to do in the next section. So this one, it says, use the picture, use plus and equal signs to complete the addition sentence. So you got some apples, so you got blanks. What are you going to put in those blanks? Where are you going to put the plus and equal signs? And then the same thing with these stars. Where are you going to put the plus and equal signs? No numbers, just the plus and the equal sign. Okay, pause your video. This next part, it says write the sum. So you need to do 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Pause your video. Okay, and then here you're going to do, it says doubles and doubles plus 1. So it says write the addition sentence. So you're going to write an addition sentence. You're going to put your symbols in the blanks, or in these circles here. Numbers go on the blanks. Same thing, numbers on the blanks, symbols here. Okay, and then this is the page you're going to turn in. Vocab Builder. Sort the review words in the graphic organizer. Okay, so here are review words. I read, you read. Let me make this big. Addition, subtraction, plus, minus, equals, count on, count back. Now remember, if I go too fast, just pause, okay? So they've already done one for us. So addition words go here, subtraction words go here, and words that go in both, that can fit in both, go in the middle of this. It's called a Venn diagram. So we already did plus. Trace plus. I'll try my best. Okay, so we've used plus. Where does addition go? Well, it's going to go in addition words. Nothing should be spelled wrong right now because you're copying what it says up here. Next we've got subtraction, so that's going to definitely go in subtraction words. So subtraction. Okay. Minus, that sounds like a subtraction word, so we're going to put minus. Okay. Equals. Oh, we could have equals in the middle, right? Equals. Count on. Well, usually when we count on, we're adding. So count on. Then our last one is count back. Well, that's a subtraction set of words. Count back. Cross that one out. Okay. Remember, pause. If I'm going too fast, you can pause before you go to the next section. All right, now it says circle the addition sentence. Then you're going to circle the subtraction sentence. So there's two, which one's the subtraction sentence? And then this one says circle the count on fact. This one says circle the count back fact. So pause your video, do those, and then we'll check them together. All right, here we go. So circle the addition sentence. So let's see. That's going to be this one. Circle the subtraction sentence. That's adding. That's subtracting. Circle the count on fact. So I'm looking for one where I'm adding, right? So minus, add there, that one. This one, circle the count back fact. So I'm subtracting this time. So this one, counting back by 2. So that one. All right, let's go to the next page. All right, so this game is called Caterpillar Chase, and I want you to play at home. You should, I think the only thing you might need to find is you might need to borrow a die from a game. Okay, you need a 6-sided die. So here's the materials you need. You need something to use as a pawn. We call these pawns, so something to use to move spaces. And then you're going to need a die or a number cube, okay? So it says play with a partner. Put your cube on start. So we're going to pretend I'm playing with a partner. I wish I was playing with a partner, but I got to play by myself. So I will put my cubes at start. And it says toss the die and move that many spaces. Okay, roll the die. And I'll be blue, so I'm going to move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Say the sum or difference. Your partner checks your answer. Take turns. The first person to finish wins. Okay, so 5 plus, so I have to say it out loud. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Then my partner checks it. Partner, is that correct? Yes. 5 plus 3 equals 8. All right, good. So I get to stay there. Okay. Your turn, partner. Okay, thanks. I'm going to roll the dice now. I got a 4, too. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Am I correct, partner? Yes, you're correct. Good job. Thank you. It's your turn. And then I would roll the dice, and then we just keep going until somebody finishes. So I go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0 plus 4 equals 4. Partner, did I get it correct? Yes, 0 plus 4 equals 4. You are correct. See, and you play like that. So find a family member to play Caterpillar Chase with. All right, so the last page, I think this is the last page. Let me just double check. I think it is. Yeah, it's the last page. Okay, so the last page is a writing. I know, you guys, some of you guys aren't a fan, but this one's easy, okay? It says, choose one idea, write about it in the space below. So let's see, here's your choices. So it says, think about what you did in math class today, complete this sentence. So you would write the whole sentence on your paper. You would start with, I learned that, and then tell me something that you learned, like a scholar. Give me a couple sentences. Or you can write your own story problem that uses addition, then ask a partner to solve the problem. Okay, so that's another choice of what you could write below. Or you could write, it says, use the word add-ins and sum to explain how to solve this problem. 7 plus 5 equals. So you have to use the words add-ins and sum when you're explaining how to solve 7 plus 5 equals. So it's your choice. You pick one of the 3, and that's your last assignment. So you're going to turn in 4 pages today with your assignment. All right, good luck.